Alright, so someone posted this in the Elementor page builders group. Can you advise how to achieve full or partial underline for headlines? Well, to that, some of the comments gave the CSS text decoration property and pseudo elements, but that is not the proper way to do it, because if you see, the person that posted it said that it underlines the word under it, but can find how to move the underline a little bit above. You know how the underline is wrapping the text from below? Yeah, concentrate on what I'm saying, wrapping the text from below, because that's where the answer is. And again, she tried this method, and this underline basically just went way beyond the width of the word. So that's not what we are looking for. What we are looking for is an underline that looks like it is highlighting the word. You know, like how we highlight text on a paper, just like that. So how do we achieve that? And that's what you will get from this video. Alright, so we are not only going to learn how to achieve this type of effect, underline that's wrapping the text from the below, but we're also gonna learn how to achieve this underline effect, so that it wraps only one word in the heading, not the entire word, only the one word. So that's pretty easy to achieve with span tags, if you know that. But if you don't, all you gotta do is just, if you're just a beginner, all you gotta do is just copy the code, paste it, and tweak the code, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So alright, we are in the Elementor builder, and let's look at how I achieved this. So first, we're gonna use span tags here, as I told you, and we're gonna give it a class. So since it's case studies, I gave it just CS, and then I wrote the word case studies. I will write here whatever that I want to be highlighted. So any word that you want to be highlighted, you will write it here. Any word that you don't want to be highlighted, you will write outside the span. So let's see, case studies for my website. Now of course the text is so huge, so ignore that, but as you can see, now only the case studies word is highlighted, but the for my website words are not highlighted. So anything outside the span tag will not be highlighted. And that's the basic HTML. That's how this is a one line of HTML code. You can tweak it, add your word here which you want to be highlighted, and outside you can add any word that you don't want to be highlighted. Similarly, you can add word in front of the span tag. So let's see, just add any word, let's, and it will also not be highlighted. So that's how you do the HTML, but the trick is now in the CSS, how you achieve this underline effect in the first place. So that's done by the CSS. So we will go to this custom CSS, and we are using the class that we gave to the span tag, and then we are going to use background linear gradient. Now you're gonna use 180 degrees here, because basically it's just a gradient from bottom to above, and I'm using RGBA. You could use hex code here, but use RGBA because RGBA has alpha transparency, so you won't face different colors in Safari. Otherwise, if you use hex code, I used to use hex code, then I noticed that Safari displays the colors a little differently. So use RGBA for this, and you can just Google on how to convert your hex code colors into RGBA colors, and then just write your colors here. One of them is gonna be a 0, like you can see this last number in your RGBA is your A, that is alpha. So this one is 0, that means it's transparent, and this is 70%, that means 70% of the word here, 70% of the word here is highlighted in a color, but that's not showing because that's transparent. That's not showing 70% of it, and only 30% of the word, that is from the bottom, is also highlighted in a color, but that's showing. That's alpha transparency that's set to 1, that is show. So that's why you see a highlighted color that's wrapping the text from the below, but the rest of the word is not highlighted. If you let's say if we give it 1 value, then yep, there you go, then the entire word, the entire text gets highlighted. But that's the trick. The trick is to make the 70% of the text transparent. So make it 0, and then it will look like it's a highlighter, like you are using a highlighter on a paper and you're highlighting that text. That's the trick. That's how you do it. And remember, you can you don't need to touch the CSS unless you want to change the color and how much you want to cover the text, and then tweak your HTML here. Add your word between the span tag and before and after, and that's it. That's all you need. And that's how I did it in here as well. I gave it a span tag to the responsive word and then gave it a class. Then in the CSS I went and wrote that linear background CSS the same way, and then after the span tag I wrote this web design, this word. So that's how you do it. Hope that helps whoever asked that question. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.